Welcome to this very special FA Cup match preview for the Mariners. This time the Mariners go to South Birmingham to take on a team who, with all due respect, up until it was made, I didn't even know who they were. Where the Mariners are going to move against Bromsgrove Sporting. And like I said, they're based in South Birmingham, so they'll. We're going into the unknown against these guys. What I've done is I've actually got some notes here about what they have actually achieved and what they have actually done. So I'm going to read you a few notes that I've got about them to get this preview going. Bromsgrove Sporting was formed initially in 2009. After the dissolvement, Bromsgrove Rovers, who went in obviously into liquidation and dissolvement at the end of 2009, they had to play their home games at the Beehive, not that one, not the old Barnet ground. No, this one was of course the home of Studley FC. As the home ground of Victoria Ground, which we are visiting on Saturday, was left unplayable for a few years. The first ever game they played there, actually as a team, was against Stratford Town in I believe it was in 2000. It was in 2009. So as you can see, they've only been actually an active team for around about 12 years. They're younger than Cleethorpes. So Cleethorpes have been around since 1998 in the guys they are now. These have only been around for just over a decade. And in a minute you'll see the achievements, which we'll go on to in a second, of Bromsgrove. And to be fair, you have to give them a lot of credit in the 12 years that they've actually been there. So let me just take you through some of the achievements of the team. In the 2010-11 season, which was pretty much I think only their first season, I believe, in their full existence as it was, they got promoted to the Midlands Combination Division 1 League. They also then got promoted in 2011-12, promoted to the Midland Combination Premier Division, finalists in both the Evesham Hospital Junior and Minor Cups as well in the 11-12 season. In the 12-13 season, they won the Worcestershire FA Youth Cup and won the Midland Combo Reserve Division 2. In 13-14, they were runners-up in the Midland Combination Premier Division and won the Smedley Crook Memorial Cup. In 2014-15, they were runner-up of the Midland Football League Division 1. In 15-16, they won the Les James Challenge Cup and also made the final of the Worcestershire Senior Urn. Get the names right there. So a lot of us, it may not seem like big competitions, but they've got that winning sort of mentality going on in that season as well. They again won the Smedley Crooks Memorial Cup, and they became runner-up in the Midland FA Division 1. They know how to win games, let's put it that way. These quite impressive. In the 16-17 season, they won the Midland Football Division 1 title. They won the Worcestershire Senior Urn, and they made the semi-finals, and this is big. They actually made the semi-finals that season of the FA Trophy. So this is just showing you they're not a team to take lightly at all. They won't be frightened coming up against us. So, and to make the semi-final of the FA Trophy takes some doing. You know, I know a lot of us go, oh, well, it's only a little small, competition. It doesn't mean much to a lot of to teams like ours. But I'll tell you something, they're not to be taken lightly. That was in 16-17. In the 17-18 season, they won the Midland Premier Division. They won the Worcestershire Senior Urn again. And in 2018-19, they finished runners-up in the Evo Stick Southern League Division 1 Central, and they won the playoffs that season as well. So not only did they become second, they actually won promotion to the Southern Premier Division, which is just 2 levels below Grimsby. And as it stands at the moment, they sit 11th in that division. What I want to say first of all about these guys is that, credit to them, only 12 years old and they've already achieved that much. After the rocky beginnings of Bromsgrove Rovers going under to sort of like a Phoenix club, to sort of come and build momentum like that, little competition wins and they seem to know how to win games. And I think this is one that we really can't take lightly at Grimsby. And I think if we do, we could come unstuck. But what I've read about them and what I've said about them there shows you they're proven winners. Doesn't matter what level you're at, doesn't matter what level of football you've been at, if you've got that momentum behind you and you have that momentum of how to win games, then that is a pretty good history for a team that's just over a decade old. So we'll have to take them very, very seriously and give them all the respect in the world. Now we're going to go on to the squad, or a little bit about the squad that we know about. I went to look for the top scorers. I did find them. They were Cameron Ebert, Dimitri Brown, and Nathan Haywood. They all have scored 3 goals this season. So they don't look like they're a free-flowing scoring side. But to be in the top half of their division is that's no mean feat. So 3 goals might not seem a lot, but we're the kind of fixture that could really, really motivate them. That's why we've really, really got to be switched on by this. I have also got their last 5 results that they have had. In the last 5 results, they've only won 2 of their last 5 games. They've beat Hitchin at home by 1-0. They've lost to Royston at home 2-1. They won at home against Hednesford, who that is a decent win at non-league level, that 2-1. They've lost their last 2 games. They've lost to Lowestoft by 2-1, and they've lost to Banbury at home by 3-1. So obviously they're coming in with a bit of up and down form, I would say. 2 wins out of the last 5, but losing the last 2. Like I said, form is something to go on. We're always going to be favourites for this. They play an all red strip, so that'll be easy to spot. I know that we are going to be playing in the black and white, So we're playing in our famous black and white. So if you are going to Bromsgrove, fantastic. Things to note as well for us. If you haven't read the piece that Christine put on the Grimsby Town website, do take a look at that. Turnstiles will be opening at 11 a.m. And there's bits and bobs in there about parking and places to go and eat and get a drink if you want. Obviously, with it being an early kickoff, there may not be so many places to go and have a drink. But what I've read on there is that there may be a Witherspoons open. But go and check that out. Christine did a very nice write up where you can sort of park and go for that, because there is no parking around at the ground of Bromsgrove, which you can kind of expect. I mean, this is non-league as non-league can get. They have got a pretty young squad. The average squad age is 25.3. So basically just under 25 and a half years old. So they've got a very, very young squad, maybe young, and they'll be mostly energetic, I would think, for extra energetic through coming up against us. Like I said, this is a game that we can't take lightly as a team or as a fan base, and I, for one, will not be taking these lightly. I won't disrespect them like that, to think that it just means, well, all we've got to do is turn up. That's not the case. I mean, I'll take you through our recent form. Obviously, everybody that's been there knows the recent form. 1 loss in their last 6 for Grimsby. 4 wins out of those last 6. They were obviously wins against Eastleigh. We did draw with Maidenhead 1-1. We did get that 1 loss so far in a very controversial game against Bromley. We then got the 6-0 win over Dover. We got the 3-2 cracking win over Altrincham, and also the 1-0 win last time out against Woking. We haven't got I haven't seen any major team news as of yet, as I don't believe Paul's had his pre-match press conference, but I can imagine a few changes probably be made. I can see Sam Crocombe coming in goal for this one, possibly back to change maybe the central defence. Probably bring in Long King if he's fit, and Sean Pearson to start at the back. This would be my choice anyway. I think Giles Coke should get a run out in this one as well, and should Max Wright as well. I think that's going to be a big decision whether he plays Max Wright. And probably a game to start Lenny in, actually, to get him some minutes. But whoever Paul decides to put in there, it really isn't going to be a bad side. I'd play Lenny probably alongside John McAtee and give Ryan Taylor, probably put Ryan to the bench. But there's no doubt about this game. This game is going to be a very, very difficult one. And like I've said already in the video, we need to respect this team. And like I said, what I've read about them for a 12-year history, that is an impressive haul of trophies and success and winnings of games. Cannot fault them. So I'm looking forward to this one. If you can't make the game, like I'm unable to make, it will be on the BBC Red Button. Yes, Grimsby Town actually on TV. This is the first time Grimsby Town's been on national TV since the FA Trophy in 2016. Is the last time going to be done on national TV. Now people will say, yeah, but we're on international TV twice. One in Wales for the FA Cup game against Newport, and obviously for international distribution when we play Crystal Palace. This is the first time we've been on English TV, English nationwide TV, since the FA Trophy against Halifax. And in one way, it's unfortunate that I won't be at Bromsgrove, but I'm pleased that our game's been picked for TV, not just for us, but also for Bromsgrove as well. I mean, they've had a real good cup run up to now, and they deserve their place here. So that's another thing. So if you can't make the game, it will be on the BBC Red Button. I believe that gets underway from 11:30. I believe the coverage on that. I'm sure we'll travel great. Our fan base always does. And it's one of these. This is one of these games that I don't really want to give a score prediction because I'm going to say it like this: Grimsby Town can't win this game. We can only lose the game. And people will question me and say, well, what do you mean you can only lose the game? What I mean is, if we go and actually, let's say, win 6 or 7-0 against Bromsgrove, we're expected to do that. That's what we're supposed to do. And that's why BBC have taken the game. They've taken the game because they can see an upset coming. You've got Bromsgrove in the Southern Premier Division, like I said, down in 11th. You've got us top of the National League, and it's away from home for us, so they can smell a defeat. They can smell an upset. If it had been us at home to Bromsgrove, we probably wouldn't have got picked. But the appeal for TV cameras is, can Bromsgrove cause an FA Cup upset? Against Grimsby, can they do it? Oh, what a story that's going to be. That's why when you go on TV against these lesser sides, you've got to respect them. The reason why it's called an upset, as they say in sporting terms, it's mentality. Grimsby's mentality has to be right for this game against Bromsgrove. No fan or no player can go into this game thinking, yeah, we've only got to turn up. We've only got to turn up and we'll coast this. No, we have to put our stamp on it. We have to show our authority early on. I think the earlier we can, if we can get a goal early on, or the earlier we can get a goal, the sooner we can probably knock the stuffing out of them. But this is where we have to tread with caution, is if we don't, and Bromsgrove can find their way into it, I know what they'll do. Bromsgrove will take it in stages. They'll take it in 15, 20-minute chunks. They'll think, right, if we can get to Grimsby to the first 20 minutes, that's the first part done. If we can then get them to half-time and we're still well in the game, that's good. And then they'll go 60 minutes, then they'll go 75, then they'll try and go 90 and see if they can either get a replay or even if they can nick it. We have to stamp our authority quick on these, because the only team that can win this game is Bromsgrove. That's the story. Bromsgrove beating Grimsby. That's the story. The story isn't us top of the National League and hopefully going for an FA Cup run. No, the reason why the TV cameras are going to Bromsgrove is simple. We're top of the National League. Uh, we're playing one of the smallest teams in the round. So where would they more likely see the shock? Where's the story? And that's what us as Grimsby fans and players and management, and I'm sure Paul will be talking to the lads about this. That is what we can't afford to have happen. We can't switch off and think it's just going to happen. You know, there's going to be some ugly moments in the game where, football may not be greatly played, and we can't say it can't happen because in pre-season when we lost to Hyde, it is possible. So, I will give a prediction, but I really don't want to, but I will give one. I am doing an FA Cup for qualifying round preview tomorrow, so look out for that for all the games that's happening in that competition. I am going to go for Bromsgrove, a 6-0 win. I say 6-0. That's 6-0 if we start the way that we need to. I'm going to go Grimsby Town 6, Bromsgrove 0. But that's knowing what we've got and not knowing what they've got. But I also think that Bromsgrove it's a free game for them. Like I said, Bromsgrove can't lose this game. They can't lose it. They can only win. And that is that's what makes these games exciting for TV, but makes it nerve-wracking for fans like me. I would rather play a team that I know of, and like Boston, for instance, where we know some of the threats of Boston, or York, or something, where you know the threats. We don't really know. We don't know who Cameron Ebert is. We don't know who Dimitri Brown is. And we don't know who Nathan Haywood is. So, and so there's a lot for Grimsby to look at and to think about. We've got to be professional on this. It's all about how we approach the game, not how they approach the game. Because, like I said, I'm sure they'll approach the game with a lot of excitement, a lot of vigour, and a lot of enthusiasm. We've got to approach it like, right, we're playing Wrexham. Right, we're playing Stockport. We have to. I know that seems cliche, but we do. We have to treat it basically as though we're going to Palace. And people may laugh at that statement, but we were the underdogs. Now, we're like their Crystal Palace, but we're going to their ground, which is classed in cup terms as a leveller. So that's a leveller. They've got no pressure on them whatsoever. So, we have to be switched on from minute one, or we will get found out. Plain and simple, we will get found out. So that's my preview for this fourth round qualifying game against Bromsgrove. What are you guys' opinions on it, Grimsby fans? What do you think is going to happen? Are you going? If you are, what do you think will happen? Have you got any sort of worries, concerns, panics about playing this kind of game? I'm not concerned, but I'm wary. But what do you guys think? Is it down to a quick start, and if we can score early, we'll probably be able to take them down? But like I said, for me, I don't think we can let them get their confidence up, because if we do, it'll be a very, very difficult afternoon. But like I said, what are you guys' opinions? What do you guys think? And if you guys are going, are you looking forward to going? It'll be good for a lot of you fans to go to a different ground. And overall, we take it one game at a time, especially against these. But yeah, what are you guys' opinions? What do you think will happen in this important fourth round qualifier against Bromsgrove? Let me know down in the comments below. Like and subscribe to the channel. I will be back, I believe, like I said, it will be tomorrow with an FA Cup preview all together, where all the games, I'll be previewing all of them in the fourth qualifying round, and where I think upsets could happen. I know I said 6-0, but this could be one of them, especially being away from Bundle Park. So, yeah, like, subscribe, comment down below, press that bell button. That'll let you know when I'm uploading, and I will see you guys very, very soon indeed.